I can tell you right now, I really, at this point, want to call the record A Door Left Open. There's a lot of thematic, lyrical content throughout the record that is tying to the concept of a door left open. So something leaving you exposed, letting something dark in, something being able to pull you out. Kind of just the scary concept that, like, if the door's open, then you're not safe. Orthodox's writing process was really kind of established with the last record and more so improved upon with this one. So with the last record, we had like 4 straight months where Shiloh and Mike would come down from Columbus to Nashville, and we would sit in Austin's little control room, demo out whatever we needed to, and that's kind of how we wrote all of it. With this record, the improvement on that is that we did the same thing, having Mike and Shiloh, and now Ben coming up from Texas as well. So a lot of moving parts to get to Nashville to sit together and really hammer in on what is mainly Austin writing, and then we kind of help him structure some things along the way. But this time we came to this beautiful place at the end of February in the year 2024. Spent a week here with Randy and went through all the pieces. We didn't come to that week with as many finished products as we did the last time. I think we showed up with like 7 songs that were start to finish. We ended up leaving with 14 tracks that all went start to finish. And I think having that week with Randy really helped, because we had the entire month of March to just sit on things, to feel it out, be like, all right, here's where I'm feeling with this, so on and so forth.
Face down!
Oh, I love that one. That was dope.
Double high five.
Yes!
New band name.
Staple Gat?
Staple Gap.
Down, down. Oh.
Where do you think we are? Come into consequence!
For the last record and this record, I have been the primary writer for a lot of the music. I have an idea. It usually has kind of everything put together, where there's like a riff and the drum, like the idea of the drums is already there. So sometimes I just let it flow. I don't really know how it happens. Sometimes I just I like writing intros a lot, or what I find to be intros. So like I'll start with that, and then I'll think of like, okay, what's going to come after this? And sometimes it just free flows and then I end up with a full song, or sometimes I just like have the intro and I don't know where to go. There's some of these songs that like we then just sat in the Dropbox as an intro for months and months and months, and I just didn't know like where to take them. And that's sort of where I kind of ended up with this record. I was putting pieces together as they came, but I didn't finish them per se. I left a lot of room for working with Randy and coming in and like deciding here when we would put this stuff together, and to actually sit down as a collective and really figure out how we wanted these songs to go.
I think everybody in this band, on this record especially, has been pushed to limits we don't even think about. We didn't even know that we're there. I know I'm pushed to my limits. I'm playing stuff I wouldn't even think about. I know Adam has done stuff on here that I've never heard him do. Never even dreamed he could do. Not saying that, but like it's just not a familiar realm. And then bringing Ben in on the whole process, like this is just what it needs to be at this point.
Hey, we're going to talk about the guitars, amps, and pedals that we use for this album. The main guitar is this Jim Root Strat with Evertune bridge, and I believe these are the Fishman Moderns. This was used on all of the rhythms and most of the leads, because the Evertune means that we don't have to tune in between songs. Also, it has tape on the back so Austin can play it because he plays upside down. For the solo, we use this Ibanez FR Iron label. I don't know the full name because Ibanez has crazy names. It has a special pickup in the bridge that my brother-in-law made for me. And yeah, this was just used on the solo. For bass, we use this Fender PJ. I don't know what pickups or settings or anything like that, but it sounds really cool. Alright, pedals for this album. The main ones are this Maxon Overdrive, Tube Screamer, but the best Tube Screamer. Swollen Pickle, Fuzz, Chaotic Evil, this pedal's sick, and then the Pitchfork, which was used all over the place. And we put them into this signal blender, all of the drive pedals, so we could blend it and make it the exact tone that we wanted. Also, the Super Shifter PS5 and the PS6 Harmonist that does all the crazy noises that you hear.
Is it a video? Yes. What the literal heck are these things made out of?
I'm gonna say this record is my favorite, not only because of how smooth and like pleasant the writing process has been so far, and how easily a lot of the pieces have come together. I know it's not finished yet, but like looking back on how I felt coming out of the studio from Learning to Dissolve to where I am with these songs right now, those two side by side, I think it's easy to say this current record we're working on is my favorite.
A lot of the working titles for these songs are usually generated by me. That we have a demo that's just called The World Will End Someday. I don't know what that song's gonna end up being called, but it's like when I listen to it, I think of just everything falling apart. There's like a working title for Tag Along, which like when I wrote this song, I was eating mad tag-alongs from Girl Scout cookies that I bought. The first song that we want on the record, the demo name's called Polar because when I made it, I was sipping a Polar. There's Standard, which is the only song on the record in Standard. Would you believe that? It's crazy. There's Dun Dun Dun. It's all stupid. Like all the demos are dumb. Chameleon, I don't know. I don't even know what prompted that one. I think I just like lizards a lot.
Go to the chorus for me. I had this idea. Stage of grief.
In between?
Yeah, and I just do the in-betweens afterwards.
That definitely ties that together too.
Wait, you do it instead, or
I would do it, yeah, I would do it after him. Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, Polar's also C.
This studio, I love a lot. I like how secluded it is. I'll just go sit on the porch swing and stare at the lake when I'm bored. It's a good vibe here. Everything's peaceful.
I love being here, being away. That's just my personal preference. I can go outside, stand out on the deck, practice drums, secluded. Nobody bothers you. You're all a little closer, but it's cozier. Everybody's got their own little spaces and stuff like that. You can go to your bedroom. You can go, they've got a game situation set up where everybody's on their computers. You can go downstairs hang out with Randy. You can go, in the drum room, in the control room, wherever. Everybody's got their own little thing going on here. It's nice. I like it here.
Morning! Making a cup for me and Mike. We got our good old buddies at Humphrey Street Coffee. They supplied us with some delicious coffee that I haven't tried yet. I've never been trained to make coffee. I've never been trained to brew coffee. So if any of you idiots out there want to tell me that I'm doing this pour over wrong, all I know is that it tastes good, it's delicious, and you can fucking suck it. It's gonna be hot.
It's like, who even thought of that?
So realistic goals for this record. I don't really know what to expect. We were so certain with how strong we felt about the last record, like, oh, this is the one for sure. Like but that's kind of like how you feel about every record when you're excited about your songs. Is like, we love these songs so much, everyone else has got to. Like, it has to make sense. And with this record, it's kind of the same feeling, but I think we wrote this album a lot based off of the things that actually did work from the last record. And so I think we're capitalizing only on our strengths from our previous efforts, and that makes me feel even more confident about this. And not to mention the growth we had as a band in terms of stature, draw, and so on and so forth was significant after the last record.
I'm very excited to hear how the final product comes to be, if that makes sense. Just right now, the songwriting, it's all done, it's all finished. Just waiting to see what Randy does, waiting to see how Randy fucks it up. He's gonna make it sound crazy.
So right now, we're a couple weeks in, going over drum parts, learning some stuff. I've got my laptop pulled up with my EAD, so I can hear myself, I can hear what's going on. Randy sent me the session with all of the songs in line with click. I've got different tracks with click, drums, guitar, and I turn down drums if I want to fill that gap with my own, change anything, or turn the guitar down so I know what the hell's going on. And we do drums last. This is like super helpful for the whole writing process. If we want to change a tempo, a vocal part, you lay it down and it's like, it's kind of clashing with that drum fill. We've got like crashes here that sound weird. Take it out, change it, move it around for the vocal part so it makes more sense. You do that last and everything's just, it's so much easier.
What's up? Just finished guitar tracking. It's been like 2 weeks since we got here. I haven't even had a chance to set my shit up yet because I've been so fucking busy doing all that shit. But now we're done and I can actually fucking play video games for the first time in like a month.
Whenever I'm not cooking, whenever I'm not cleaning up, and I need to get away from everybody, I do the exact same thing I do when I'm at home and I need to get away from everybody, and I sit at my computer and I play games until it's time to go to bed.
Yeah. Crazy dance!
Can you get her to roll over again?
Lay down.
Bro.
And roll over. Roll over. Roll over.
In terms of lyrics for me, it's hard for me to write things without there being a song to write to. So a lot of this stuff was written after the fact that after we were here in February, or really during the week that we were here in February, I was crammed away in a room. Just if we weren't together, I was writing on something, and then that lends itself even further to that month in between. Gave me a lot of time to really hammer in on the songs that I was lacking.
I leave a lot of room for Mike to do his own thing on drums, obviously, and I always try and be aware of like Shiloh moments too on bass, just because like I want him to have his stuff, and also bass breaks are cool. I try to be cognizant of everything going on, you know, for everybody's sake.
I just wasted 45 minutes of my life talking to some dipshit because she was hot, you know? And she's like, that's heavy metal, isn't it? I'm like, you wanna know about heavy metal?
Stand on your own, 2 feet or fold!
Wow.
I think Fold went too long.
What's that?
Fold went a little too long, but...
Oh, that's okay.
Gravity, you can't overcome!
I still didn't go low on Overcome.
This one, 2 ago, you had a good low one. Do me one more?
Sure.
Overcome.
Overcome!
See what that sounds like.
Ooh.
My expectations for this record, honestly, is just for more people to listen to this record than the last record, to whatever scale that is, whether it's 1,000 people more or like 20,000 people more, or like sky's the limit type numbers. Like, I just want more people to hear this record. I just want more people to engage with this record, to like this record. I just want it to be something that resonates with people the way my favorite records resonate with me. Being an artist and a performer and being in a band, most of the time you like want as many people to like your band and listen to your band as possible, just so you have more of a platform to express yourself and to share your art with others.
We've been pushed to limits that we didn't know we had, and I haven't heard Austin play guitar like this before. I haven't heard me play drums like this before, or Adam write lyrics, deliver the lyrics in a way like this at all. So this by far is my favorite record. You initially want to say like, oh, the first release on Century, or like, you know, this new beginning of the band is what would be my favorite, but like this is just cranked up to 10.
It's drum day. We are at the end of the studio cycle. We've got about 8 days left, I think. Made a decision on the crashes. Sweet Ride stays. Medium thin dark crash that was here is on the left now. And then we added the 20 A custom. And that's it. They sound dope. Well, it's day 2 of drums. Day 1, cracked a cymbal. It's our high crash. So it's on the right side, so I use it quite a bit. I marked it right there. Little baby crack.
shaving it down.
Just pull it off.
And it's not perfect. We're not going for perfection. So you fucking tool nerds out there who want to say I'm doing this wrong, I just don't care.
All right, we're gonna start tracking. Got the cymbal cut up, ready to go. It sounds nice.
Music was one of the things I've had from like the youngest age. I never really expected to be in a band and tour as much as I do. It was more of just a hobby where I was happy playing shows on weekends.
It's never really been I have to succeed as a musician or I won't survive. It's been I have to survive so that I can be a musician. And that's just always been the mentality going forward. And I can't really answer like why music. It's just, there's never been another choice from the moment I got it.
One of the very few things that makes me happy no matter what. Like, I can have a horrible time, but if I'm playing guitar, everything's better. I can't see myself doing anything else.
All the experiences and all the friends I've made, it's like, dude, of course I want to do this forever. Like, it's the only thing I want to do, and it will always be the only thing that I want to do at the end of the day. Like, it brings me so much joy to bring what I'm capable of putting into music as much as everybody else. Like, I want to be a part of the thing that, like, gave me my inspiration throughout my life. I didn't have a whole lot of things that I stuck to growing up besides video games, and finding music was one of those.
Music and playing shows, writing music, being in the studio, going on tour, it has been so seamless for me. That's been the only constant in my life for anything. Like, that's it. Like, I don't care if I don't go back to work or, whatever for that stuff, but like, if music is constant, like, I'm gonna be content.
There's just no other option for me. It's always been music. It'll always be music. Everything else for a hobby or for a skill just comes second.
It was never like a choice of like, I'm gonna do this. It was more so how do I ever stop? And that's kind of even how I see it now, is like, I don't foresee a world, I can't at this point be like, oh yeah, in 5 years Orthodox is probably done. Like, it's just not something that comes to my brain.
I can't express like how much I owe to music and how much it has given me the life that I have. And that sounds silly, but yeah, I mean, music is like, I'm just glad that I found it in general, and I don't ever want to stop. I always want to keep moving. It takes up so much of my mental every single day, and I don't ever want to lose that. So
I'm probably going to do this until I physically can't, or I just have a stroke on stage. Who fucking knows? I don't care. It's just, people don't understand it, but it's like, that's not for them. That's for me.
Shout out music.